maximum pain for your rivals.
We're just going to clip that up where you actually said that Spurs are looking likely for that 5th spot as you chat to a Manchester United fan and annoy every Aston Villa fan in the country. That is all good news.
No, Villa coming 4th.
Oh, Villa are coming 4th. You think Villa's going to come 4th? Okay.
Villa are coming 4th.
Okay, that maybe I could put that in my bet with the Grand National and the Masters later on tonight. Look, we're going to put your spidey senses to the test in a little game that we like to call this the Football Traitors. So Rhys, here's how it works. On the phone, we have 3 people who all claim to be Spurs fans. However, one of them is fake. Can you work out who the traitor is? Rhys, here is Spurs fan number 1.
Hi Patrick, hi Rhys, I'm Chris from London. I'm a Spurs fan and Tottenham are coming 4th.
Rhys James.
Well, he disagrees with me.
Okay. I love the look on your face there, just trying to work out, does Chris sound Spursy? Here's Spurs fan number 2.
Hi, I'm Anna and I'm a Spurs fan.
She doesn't sound as if she, yeah.
Not giving much away.
She sounds like she's too happy to be a Spurs fan, is she?
That's pretty chipper, yeah. Where's the sort of years of bitterness of... Yeah, nothing's weighing on her shoulders. She's sort of fancy free. She's gallivanting.
Fan number 3 is Fred.
You alright? I'm Fred and I'm a Spurs fan.
Okay.
Do you know what? Fred sounded like he was pained to have to say he was a Spurs fan, and that could mean either he's a proper Spurs fan or, he's an Arsenal fan being held at gunpoint.
I love the attention to detail you're giving this. Just on the opening statements, this is good. So you're thinking Chris, Anna or Fred? What are you thinking? First thoughts?
First thoughts, actually, if Fred is lying, just because it sounded like he was like, have I really got to say this? You're right. Started with you're right. Like he was so reluctant to be involved.
Okay, we're going to give you a few more clues. We're going to ask each contestant when, and this is the key, why they started supporting Spurs. Let's start with Chris. Chris, when and why did you start supporting Spurs?
Early 90s, Gaza, Lineker, really enjoyed watching Tottenham, the way that they play, and a team historically that always wants to entertain.
Towing the party line at the moment.
Same question to Anna.
I started supporting Spurs through my dad and granddad, and I went to my first game in 2004.
Succinct.
I buy that. That chimes with my experience.
Detail. And finally, Fred.
When I was younger, my granddad always supported him, and then my favourite player when I was a kid was Peter Crouch, and I remember unpacking him as a match attack, and I went running around the playground, and ever since then I just haven't looked back.
No chance. Absolutely no chance for me.
So why no chance for Fred?
Grandad supported them, but took until Peter Crouch was playing to really take much of an interest. And Peter Crouch was your favourite in that team. I'm just not sure about that.
It's such a random piece of information, though. That's...
What, you think it's detail that...
I've no idea.
It's detail that suggests it couldn't be made up.
The brilliant thing about this is that they don't tell me. I have honestly no idea. Hey, I'm leading the witness. I'm leading the witness here.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we're going to ask each fan what their favourite Spurs memory is. This is normally the moment when we start flushing it out. Here we go. First up is Chris.
The last time we won the FA Cup in 91, the last time we won a trophy in 2008, the game against Ajax, and the first 22 seconds of the Champions League final in 2019.
Not buying that. I know he's doing a little gag. I appreciate the little gag, but the Champions League final was an absolute disgrace. If anything, it would have been impossible if you're going to bring it up to resist saying that the rule was changed the very next morning, and everyone announced, including UEFA, that would not have been a penalty. The game was rigged. Okay, and as you can see, I'm instantly furious. Now you brought up the Champions League.
This is great.
How could it possibly be in any positive memory?
Where did you watch that game, Rhys?
I can't even begin to explain how embarrassed I am to say I watched it on a TV I insisted had been wheeled into a side room at one of my closest friends' weddings. Very awkward discussion. I couldn't get out of the wedding, so I said, well, there needs to be a TV. I thought loads of people would be in there wanting to watch it. It was just me and one Liverpool fan.
This
Pretty
is great.
bleak.
And do you want to give a shout out to your former friend?
Kelly, I'm sorry. Glad to see the marriage is still going strong.
Haven't spoken since. Okay,
Yeah.
Same question to Anna. Anna, what is your favourite Spurs memory?
I think there are a lot of games you can choose, and that would be easy. But for me, actually, my favourite memory was seeing the rainbow over White Hart Lane after the last game there. So that's my favourite memory.
Have a think. Let's go to Fred.
So the 2014 season was blinding, but my favourite memory is my first ever game I went to back in 2010 when we scored 96th minute and got into the Champions League. Atmosphere was unbelievable.
Interesting.
I am talking to a man who is now flip-flopping and changing his mind in his head. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels to me like Chris. Is it Chris, the first one?
Yeah, Chris is the first one.
Chris, it feels like Chris went for the tactic of, I'll list loads of things rather than committing to a memory. I'll list loads of things to show that I know loads about Tottenham. Then again, for anyone's best Tottenham memory to be the most recent game they went to is sort of like when you ask a kid their favourite film and it's always the one that they just saw seconds ago in the cinema as the best film ever. So I don't really like any of those answers, I'll be honest.
Okay, this is good. We're now going to, before you make your final decision, we're going to ask each fan who they think the traitor is. So, Chris, who is the traitor?
I think the traitor is number 3. I don't believe a word of it about Peter Crouch. And the reason why I said about Champions League is because I went with my son and my dad, and it was a really special day right up until that very dreadful decision.
Okay, Chris thinks it's Fred. Anna, who do you think it is?
Yeah, I also think it's Fred. That just feels like such a made-up story. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're ganging up on you, Fred. Who do you think the traitor is?
I think it's number 2. There wasn't enough information. And just, Peter Crouch is a quality player. I mean, he did numbers.
Fred doubling back on Anna. Fred and Anna, or Chris and Anna, both think it's Fred. But ultimately, Rhys, the decision lies with you. Who is the traitor?
I believe in democracy. I will go with the group and my first gut instinct, and I will go with Fred.
You are going with Fred. You believe he is the football traitor. You believe that Fred is not the Tottenham Hotspur fan. Okay, we've locked it in. Please, could the traitor reveal themselves?
Hi, I'm Fred, and I'm the traitor.
We did it! I knew it. I knew he sounded reluctant at the very start. Oh, hi, I'm a Spurs fan. He was gutted to have to say those words out loud.
He really was. Fred was the traitor. I mean, I have to say, right at the end when he went, Peter Crouch, he did numbers. That was almost... I was almost back in there.
Yeah.
Fred, so sorry. You were flushed out, fella.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is.
At least we have a trophy.
At least we have a trophy.
There we go. I knew it. It's all been bubbling under the whole time. Desperate to say that.
There you go. Chris and Anna are real life Spurs fans. If Chris and Anna still there, what's your prediction for where Spurs are going to finish?
4th, absolutely. We've got to get Champions League. It's been really good under Ange so far, so really happy.
Okay, Anna?
4th. Let's get it.
And by the way, Fred's real team. Fred, can you reveal your real team?
I thought Cowlin Athletic.
Charlton Athletic. Get in there.
Okay, well, fair enough. Good luck to you.
Well played, everybody. Chris, Anna and Fred, thank you so much for playing the football Traitors. Rhys, thank you so much for joining us. How many episodes have dropped already, and where can we catch this?
There's 3 episodes out. They come out every Wednesday. There's 3 more to go. We've gone for the traditional British sitcom, 6 episodes. Usually that leads to a Christmas special. Maybe there'll be one of those.
There you go.
6 eps, you can get it, the classic phrase, wherever you get your podcasts.
Amazing. Thank you so much. You can catch Rhys's new series, Dial F for Football, indeed, where you get your podcast. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining us, fella. We are still here till 11 o'clock. Mark Knopfler is coming your way in about 20 minutes. We're going to have Beat the Commentator and 5 Live Lounge in the second hour.